Something revolutionary happened in the last 10 years. Prosecco started to outsell champagne and has since become the most popular and enjoyed sparkling wine around the world. And yet, not that many people know that much about Prosecco beyond the basic bottle. So I'd like to tell you a little bit more about this storied wine, what it is, how it is different than champagne, how to serve and pair Prosecco with foods, and finally, my favorite part, some geeky tips on finding the best quality Prosecco that's out there. I'm Madeline Puckett, and if you're curious to learn more about wine and don't know where to start, check out Wine Folly's free weekly wine learning newsletter at winefolly.com. What is Prosecco? Just like champagne, which can only be made in Champagne, France, Prosecco is a regional wine which can only be made in northeastern Italy. Prosecco has sub-regions within it with different quality levels, but I'll get more into those later. Prosecco is made with a grape called Glera. It's different than champagne, which is made with a blend of Chardonnay and the Pinot varieties. Glera is unlike those grapes in that it is much more aromatic, focusing on huge fruit flavors, from green melon to ripe peach and everywhere in between. Finally, Prosecco is sparkling like champagne, but it's made using a different method. Prosecco uses a more modern method called the Martinotti method, which takes large, pressurized stainless steel tanks and makes sparkling wine all together in one large tank. How to serve Prosecco. When you open a bottle of Prosecco, you're gonna open it exactly like you would a bottle of champagne. We have an amazing video on how to open sparkling wine safely every time, so definitely check that out if that's still a mystery to you. When it comes to pouring Prosecco, I usually pick up the glass and I pour Prosecco at an angle, just like you would a bottle of beer. This helps preserve those bubbles inside the glass, which is what we love in our sparkling wines. Now, in terms of glass choice, you can certainly use a flute, but the preferred glass for Prosecco is actually called a tulip glass. That space in the top helps preserve and communicate those incredible fruit aromas from that Glera grape. Prosecco has some features as a wine that makes it exceptional for pairing with many, many foods. First of all, it's highly aromatic. It has lots of fruit flavors. So it's gonna have moderate intensity, and you can pair it with a variety of fish, poultry, vegetarian foods, creamy dishes, and it'll go really, really well. One of the classic pairings for Prosecco is prosciutto. With fresh Asian cuisine and Indian cuisine, Prosecco is amazing. If you are looking at more spicier foods, definitely consider those sweeter styles of Prosecco for pairing. It's gonna make your mouth happy. Finding excellent quality Prosecco. There are 5 sweetness levels, from brut nature, the most lean, mineral, and dry style, to dry, which is actually a little bit sweet and fruit forward. You'll find most Prosecco wines range between the brut and extra dry styles, and just pick based on your preference. This is gonna lead you to the wine that you love, and they're all quite delicious. Remember how I said Prosecco is this region in northeastern Italy? Well, Prosecco can be grown in a large area, which is mostly across the Venetian plain, which is very flat. But we find some sub-regions located in the hills, and they are called Prosecco Superiore DOCG. There's Asolo and Conegliano Valdobbiadene. When we grow Glera grapes in the hills, we get a different quality of grape. Because we have that elevation and that angling towards the sun, you get that ripeness in the grapes. But the elevation means it tends to be cooler in these hilly areas, meaning that we can maintain high acidity, and that's why these Prosecco Superiore wines have such great quality. They can produce those rich, fruity aromatics and flavors while maintaining that acidity. Within Conegliano Valdobbiadene, there's more. There are hillside designated vineyard wines. And the hillsides in this region are insane. Up to 60% grades, the steepest vineyards around the world. You are practically rock climbing to handpick these grapes and take them back to the winery. If you're looking for a hillside vineyard designated wines, look for the word Rive at the end of the name of the vineyard. There are 42 different Rive in Conegliano, Valdobbiadene, and the finest of all of these regions has its own special classification, and it's called Cartizze. And then there's another style made in an unfiltered way, actually a cloudy looking wine, often referred to as fondo or officially as Sui Lieviti. If you'd like to know more about these wines and actually connect directly with producers and find these incredible wines, check out the guide that we have online on winefolly.com on Conegliano, Valdobbiadene. You will be able to find those producers making those exceptional quality wines, and some of them have them for sale, available online. I hope this helps you drink better wine. Until next time, happy tasting. Peace out.